Hi, I'm Carson Beck. Do you like your weekly dose of Lake County sports? I have a show for you. Tune in to Lake County Sports Scoop right here on 98.3 WRLR on Mondays from 4 to 5 p.m., where me and my co-host, Carmel Corsairs assistant boys basketball coach, Fidel Garcia, recap and preview all things Lake County sports.
Reality Radio with your host, David Rich. Tuesdays, 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Central Time. Good times and good conversation from the people that know. You want good, credible insight into politics, police reform, the climate, third-party politics, diet, self-help, and much more? Tune in every Tuesday to WRLR 98.3 FM, the voice of Lake County. Till then, keep it real.
Hi, this is Ronald Curtis Grace, host of Ear Candy Emporium on WRLR 98.3 FM. Join us every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll play some great music, have a laugh or two, and get the weekend started on the right note. That's Ear Candy Emporium, the home of sweet musical treats. Every Friday afternoon from 4 to 6 on WRLR 98.3 FM and online at WRLR.FM.
Travel is one of life's great rewards, and there's always something new to see and experience when you travel the world like I do. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. Join me as we get better acquainted with the world each week on Travel with Rick Steves. Together, we'll explore fascinating sights, discover amazing food, and make new friends from near and far. Your radio is the only passport you'll need. Join us for Travel with Rick Steves.
Sunday afternoons at 4 and Thursdays at 3 on WRLR.
Reality's Rhythms, the music the world moves to. Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time on 98.3 FM WRLR, the voice of Lake County. With your host, David Rich. Tune in.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
Good evening.
Indeed it is, Bob.
Good evening to all our listeners. This is Bob Slipke and
Ted Schneider on WRLR 98.3 FM.
We are your info explorers out there trying to figure out what's going on, just like everybody else. Before we get into some of the stories and stuff we found, Ted, you got some...
We always like to do a shout-out to our local loyal listeners, and so, again, we appreciate those local loyal listeners, the LLLs, we call them, as well as the ones that are listening that never tell us they're listening, which is fine, too.
Yes, they're ashamed.
Yeah, they're ashamed. Did you listen to the show last night? No, I didn't. No.
It's like admitting to you're watching porn.
Yeah, no.
I don't listen to those guys at all.
No. Bob and Ted, never.
Never.
But we do want to say those that do admit, we appreciate you admitting it and listening.
And being brave enough and having a spine to
exactly. But Zach Schneider, thank you very, very much for listening. My younger son, Alex Schneider, my older son, Bree, was here last week, but she's probably not listening this week. She figures if she's not on the show,
she's got to work.
She's not going to listen. And, of course, Eva, we appreciate you listening all the time. Coming all the way from Lake Zurich. So, Bob, the Internet goes all the way out to Lake Zurich from here.
Wow.
And, of course, Ben and Bella the Wonder Dog and anybody else that listens. Sometimes Tom Wiz listens. And, again, some other folks. But we do appreciate not only you listening, but also admitting publicly that you listen. So go to the...
It takes guts.
It does. And fortitude and grit. But anyway, Bob, tell people what the premise of the show is.
Well, if you walked into a bar and there were two crazy guys sitting there talking and yapping, and you sat next to them, that's sort of like what our show's all about. So we pretty much... We don't have a real set agenda here. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and we're throwing ideas out there for everybody else to consider. We're not telling you what to think.
No, Bob, we are telling what to think. This is what you should think.
You will listen.
Yes.
Or you will not get welfare.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's so much going on out there trying to find it. Is the trick, because it seems like there's only so much information being offered. You've really got to dig deep.
You got to dig, Bob. You got to dig. I got to dig, Bob.
There you go, to find out what's going on. And everything else you read or listen to. Who's telling you this? Who edited it? How's this guy making money?
Or lady.
Or lady.
Or robots or AI.
It's like when you go to these protest marches. You got the people with the bullhorns and everything. Who are they and who's paying them?
It was grassroots, probably.
They just were watching TV and decided to get up from their
Hey, look, there's people protesting. Let's go downtown.
They rented a bus and they got a bunch of thugs to back them up. And
you get T-shirts and signs and lunches. It's better than being an extra on a movie set.
And then after the protest, you go to a meeting.
No, Bob, after the protest, you go shot and get a beer and a Krispy Kreme donut.
Then you go to the meeting where they need donations from you. You know those big guys who were backing up the guy with the bullhorn?
Yeah.
They're now blocking the door of the room you're in.
Until you give.
That's right. Give to charity, our charity.
Well, anyway.
Anyways, this is summer. The weather is great.
Hey, if you have air conditioning, yeah.
Yeah, right. And for your older people out there, don't do any outdoor work.
And as our poor folk.
But I'm looking around. I'm looking at Chamber of Commerce websites.
Yeah.
And on those websites, you'll see activities going on in the area. Now, I checked out the Grays Lake Chamber of Commerce. They've got a art fair and a wine tasting.
Oh, cool.
Going on.
Did you write it down, Bob?
No, I didn't.
Of course not.
It's coming up in a couple of weeks. I would...
so is there a website to go to, Bob?
You know what? Like I say, if you want to find out what's going on locally, check out the Chamber of Commerce websites for any town you're living in. That's a good starting point.
Okay.
What can I say?
Is the farmer's market back or no?
Farmer's market's still operating. There's probably farmer markets going on all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a great idea for getting the food. Talk to the guy that's growing the stuff. Ask how he grows it so you're getting the right kind of food.
Yep. So, organic food doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I'd like to take the opportunity here to welcome travelers to Chicago.
Things are opening up, Bob.
One of the nicest cities in the country, Chicago, there's a lot going on in there. And Ted found an article that'll help you with some tourist trips when you're in Chicago.
Well, yeah, Bob, that's a good lead in there. Travis Morgan at Ranker, RANKER.com, talks about in the United States, one of the major causes of traumatic brain injuries is gunshot wounds to the head. So if you're going to Chicago, one of the questions would be, can I survive getting shot in the head? Well, guess what? This article is for you.
There you go.
Yeah, and he talks about, the type of gunshot wound that makes all the difference. Now, again, the wound itself plays a big role in headshot survival. Chances are you're not going to have the luxury to choose. Now, most time you don't say, right, just graze me a little, can you?
Yeah, they're not going to tell you.
Yeah, but a penetrating wound would be your safest best bet. That's when the bullet goes straight through the head and creates entrance and exit wounds. Well, now, Bob, my head's pretty big. So, one, I'm an easy target, okay? So, I don't go downtown.
Yeah, but it's like, the bullet in a bigger object might just rattle around in there, might not have the strength. So,
so if the bullet doesn't make an escape, then it's called a perforating wound. The trouble here is that a bullet lodged in the brain can migrate and cause even more damage. So your best bet, Bob, is try to get grazed or have a big head where you have extra room like mine.
You can take the loss, okay.
Yeah, because my brain isn't as big as my head. It looks like it should be, but it's not. So I got some play there.
Now,
some margin.
There you go. So, some of the jobs that I had, we had a betting pool. When football season wasn't on, we had the gunshot. On Monday morning. Friday afternoon, we'd all throw in $10 each and pick a number.
Okay.
As to how many people got shot and killed in Chicago over the weekend.
Now, is that closest to without going over?
No, it's closest to going over.
Okay.
So if only 5 get shot and killed and you bet 6 and nobody comes close, you win.
Okay.
So that's how we.
So close to the number, high or low.
Right.
Closest to the number, high or low. Almost like bocce balls.
Well, there you go.
Or what's the bags thing? It's called bags. Cornholes.
Bags.
Yeah, the thing with
bean bags.
It's got the hole in
holes.
Isn't it called bags?
I don't know.
I think it's called bags, Bob.
Is it? Okay.
You also have bags in your eyes. That's
bags. I'm like, oh my God.
So, Bob, what else? What are 11 things you didn't know about surviving a gunshot?
Blood loss is the number one killer. This is true. So, contrary to popular belief, getting your brains blown out isn't the main reason why a shot to the head kills. It's blood loss.
So that's interesting. So if you can get a cork or something, keep it from losing.
Well, yeah, you know what? Carry 2 corks with you, one for in and one for out,
exactly.
And then get to an emergency room as fast as you can.
Yeah, okay.
So a close-range shot isn't a guaranteed death sentence. If men were as hard-headed as the stereotypes would lead you to believe, they'd be able to brush off a headshot no problem. In reality, bullets have no problem getting through those thick skulls, particularly when the wounds are self-inflicted. Well, there you go.
Well, yeah, and Bob, self-inflicted. Usually, you're not doing it from, hey, let me set the gun up on remote, right?
Yeah, there you go. As long as you're away from Fort Marcy Park, what is Vince Foster shot himself in the head twice?
No, I forgot.
You don't remember that?
No.
One of the Clinton scandals.
Oh, yeah.
Vince Foster was
I remember that.
An aide in the Clinton administration.
Yeah.
They found him suicided in Fort Marcy Park with 2 shots to the head. Think about that.
Yeah. It was a reflex.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, Bob. So basically, a close shot to the head is not a guaranteed death sentence. According to the 2012 study by the Centers for Disease Control, more than 56% of male suicides involved a gun. Well, that's interesting. That's not.
Oh, well, I would think a close-range shot to the head would be a killer.
Yeah, but if you have the wrong angle and it kind of just misses, or yeah, right. People have shot themselves in the head, suicide attempts, and they live.
Yeah.
And what's the worst thing about that, Bob? It's embarrassing.
Well, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You can't get much closer.
Right, and then of course you're on suicide watch because they know you're going to try it again.
And then you're a burden to whoever wants to stick around with your butt.
Right, and the system suffers.
Right.
So bottom line, if you're going to do it right.
That's right. The bullet track has to bypass vital areas of the brain. Well, I don't have a vital area in my brain. So
half of my brain shut down, I think, a couple years ago.
Yeah. I have an update going in my brain. And like all updates, they don't work worth a damn.
And it's taken a long time.
Yeah. And some of my standard default apps all of a sudden don't work.
Yeah. Is that weird? It said it takes another 17 minutes, but it's been that way for 4 days.
Yeah.
So, Bob, each hemisphere of the brain is made of 4 lobes. Ideally, you want the bullet track to be limited to 1 hemisphere and 1 lobe. So keep that in mind, okay? If you see the bullet coming, 1 hemisphere and 1 lobe, okay? If the bullet path goes through the right frontal lobe, stays clear of the brain stem, which is like the cauliflower thing, sort of, like a cauliflower stem, right? The most vital areas of the brain, the parts that control your breathing and thinking, can be spared. So as long as you can think and breathe, right, what else do you want?
Oh, I want to have
well, okay, Bob.
Some vital urges.
You're not using it. Bob, do you use that anymore?
I'll go blind, deaf, dumb, but don't take that one away from me. What the hell? That's criminal.
Okay, Bob, what else? 11 things you didn't know about gunshot wounds if you want to survive.
Well, first of all, don't go up to a thug on the L and say, if you're going to shoot me, mister, can you aim a little like this and that? They'll shoot you all over the place because they're being so stupid.
Hit 1 lobe and 1 whatever it was.
Can you shoot between the lobes? What's a lobe?
Yeah. Boom. What else, Bob? This is at ranker.com from Travis Morgan. 11 things you didn't know about surviving a headshot.
Brain tissue stretches and overshoots their original position. A bullet travels faster than the rate at which your brain tissue rips. This means when a bullet tears through your brain, it is actually pushing tissues out of the way, stretching them wildly.
Wildly? Wow! All of a sudden you hear this, wow!
The speed at which a bullet tears through your brain means the bullet will exit your skull before your tissues have a chance to rip. Well, that's encouraging. Yeah. This is good news, I guess.
There's the good news, bad news.
That's the good news. All right, not always. When your brain tissue snaps back,
there's a slap in the head. What was that?
It is overstretched. There's now a long cavity created by the bullet, and your brain tissue snaps back to its original position and then overshoots their normal location due to said cavity. This sounds like a Tylenol moment.
It sounds like that. Almost,
Advil, something.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like when the Terminator, when they split the guy's head open and it came back.
Yeah, the liquid.
The liquid cop or the liquid guy.
The liquid Terminator. Yeah.
But I bet the bullet goes like that. But when it comes back, it's stretched.
It connects again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So Bob, for bullets, shape and size does matter. That's right.
You know, this is true. If you took a direct hit from a 88 millimeter shell from a M1 Abram tank, I don't think there'd be much connecting back together.
No, you probably would be gone.
But if little Johnny shoots you in the head with his .22 rifle, you have some issues.
Again, Bob, exploding shells don't spell success for headshot survival. Of course not. They hit and they go boom. Remember Reagan got shot with an exploding bullet, never exploded. Yeah, remember that?
What?
He got shot with an exploding bullet, but it never exploded. Look it up.
You talking about one of those hollow points?
No, and when it goes in, it stops and then it explodes.
Oh, I
not a hollow point that like a mushroom.
Yeah.
Or check it out. Reagan, when he was shot by was it Hinckley?
Yeah.
There was an exploding bullet he shot him with, but it never went off inside him, or else he'd been dead because it blows up and like rips your organ or whatever's in the air.
Oh my God! I didn't. Once again, looking for details. You never see that kind of stuff.
But while speed can definitely kill, Bob, a high-velocity bullet going faster than 2,000 feet per second is less likely to wobble and cause secondary damage. It's like a football in a tight spiral. So in other words, think about it. If it's going that fast, it's just going to go ying. It's not going to do a lot of damage.
Huh. All right.
Okay.
Right
what
now,
else, Bob?
You have to pass a test before surgery. Oh, great.
It's insurance.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah.
You pass. You pass. Go into surgery.
But before doctors can dive into surgery, Bob, they have to do what?
They have to test the brain's stem functionality and measure the patient's level of consciousness. The Glasgow Coma Scale.
That's GCS, for those that don't know.
Spans from 1 to 15. Anyone who scores below a 7 or 8 is thought to be in a coma. That sounds like half the kids graduating universities these days.
And they could probably also do that for like people getting stimulus checks, couldn't they? Let's check and see where you are on the scale.
We are. This is Bob Slipke, Ted Schneider. We're helping tourists to Chicago here. On the radio station is
WRLR. 98.3 FM.
That's right.
That's right. As Bob mentioned, WRLR 98.3 FM. Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider on the Info Explorer radio show coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station. Anyway, Bob, we're talking about you have to pass a test. So even if you get to the hospital alive, if they give you 2 tests, it's also a bad sign if your eyes can't stay fixed on a central point as your head turns.
Really? They want you to sign off on waivers.
Well, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like socialism, where I'm sorry, but we have to spend some money here, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, and you're a Republican.
Yeah.
And we don't serve Republicans here. This is a Democratic hospital.
They ask if you got your vaccination, and they ask if you're a Republican. They go, I'm sorry, next.
Goodbye. Sorry.
Your spin score, Bob, can determine whether or not you survive a headshot.
Oh, great. They're going to put you and spin you around.
Yeah. A 2016 study on surviving brain injuries developed a state-of-the-art tool which helps predict whether or not a person will survive any penetrative brain injury, including headshots. It's called the SPIN score, which stands for Surviving Penetrating Injury to the Brain. Yeah, it's developed by looking at 10 years of data, blah, 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 blah. So basically it's a score. So you get a score and they say you're going to live, you're going to die. That's kind of cut and dry.
Yeah. It sounds like another
way to weed out the...
Yeah, what do they... Protect your assets as a doctor. What do they call it?
Oh, yeah, malpractice insurance?
That's right. That sounds like the insurer.
So if you get shot in the head, say I have a spin score...
You got COVID.
52. Yeah.
You've been shot in the head. I think I got COVID, doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Very good. Well, you come over here.
My head's bleeding from COVID. It's a nasty, nasty virus.
Put on this mask, sir.
Yeah, as your guts ooze out. What else, Bob?
Just because you're saved doesn't mean you're out of the woods. Brain swelling may not hit its peak until 3 days after you've been injured, depending on how badly the brain swells. Well,
Bob, why are you in the woods? I thought you were going to the
right. First of all, what are you doing out there?
And don't go with Dick Cheney hunting.
There you go. Even if all goes well, you still face a lengthy uphill battle to recovery. It could take years to regain some functions or adjust to new handicaps.
Your hospital has to pack some serious heat. It's not every day you see a bullet to the brain. It's no surprise some hospitals, Bob, aren't equipped to handle it.
You know what? On the south side, in the city, I'm sure they're set.
Yeah.
But out in Marengo or...
Probably not, yeah.
You know?
But when you go to the hospital, instead of the gun sign with the slash through it, it says welcome. It says...
That's right, yeah. Yeah, how do you go into a hospital with those red slash signs and no guns? You got a part of a gun in your head.
Yeah. And lastly, Bob, again, this is 11 things you didn't know about surviving a headshot by Travis Morgan at ranker.com.
Depending on what part of the victim's brain was damaged, they could have vivid memories of the entire ordeal. As a result, they might suffer from flashbacks and common symptoms of PTSD.
I would think this got to be a horrific thing.
You know? On top of this, survivors must also cope with impairments like slowed speech, diminished social skills, and impaired memory. That sounds like a university graduate.
Sounds like a millennial.
Yeah, that's right. Here's your degree. We didn't test you on anything because we think it's racist. But
Yeah. Yeah, so you have a millennial and a gunshot wound to the head. They both come in the ER at the same time. Who do you treat? Neither one.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're just a victim of your age and culture. I'm sorry.
You graduated from what? Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, Bob, that was interesting. I like that.
It is, but I tell you what, if they really wanted to reduce
violence in the
gun
city?
Injuries and everything, bring back the damn death penalty.
Instant.
You know?
Yeah, they find you with a gun, they just right there.
If you kill a kid and they find you with the gun that did it, just line the guy up against the wall and make sure reporters aren't around and anybody with a camera and take care of the guy. There you go. Let's see how that works.
Public hangings were real popular a few years ago, remember?
That worked.
That works, yeah.
So
anyway, how does that have 11 things about gunshots? Very interesting, Bob.
There you go.
Right.
All right. Another thing for tourists that are new to Chicago. Chicago is one of the leading big cities with solar and wind power.
Really?
As part of the energy grid here. And for all you tourists that are coming here for the first time, here's some tips on dealing with Chicago's energy situation.
Oh, yeah, and Bob, Kristen Rogers at CNN.com says how to stay cool without air conditioning. Like if your landlord can't afford it, doesn't give you an air conditioner, that's terrible, right? I mean, but it happens, I hear, even in the burbs. But stay hydrated is one of them. When you're hot and flushed, Bob, are you ever hot and flushed?
All the time, too.
Okay, especially on the show when I show up.
Yeah.
But hydrating yourself, and this is the first and foremost step to stay cool. And I wouldn't do ice water because
that's
the temperature
too strong, I think.
Yeah, but the temperature of the water doesn't matter since your body will heat it. Wow. Your body is suffering from the heat and needs to cool itself. It can't perform the function without enough moisture.
Wow.
So stay hydrated is number one. Drink water, and just water. Don't be booze and fancy drinks and pop.
Come on.
No, just water, Bob. So other tips to stay cool without air conditioning.
Take a cold shower or bath.
And then you get hypothermia.
Right. So I tell you what, if you're out in the suburbs and you're by a big lake or something. Jump in.
Especially if you can't swim.
That's right. There you go. I mean, enjoy the nature. Outdoors.
How about like Buckingham Fountain? Can you go in there?
I think you can, and you can also get arrested. That's right. Yeah.
But I cooled off.
Use cold wash rags on your neck or wrists.
No, stop. Why do they say wash rag?
You know.
Isn't it washcloth?
Wouldn't just a towel?
A towel?
Cold towel.
Cold towel sounds better.
Face towel or something. A wash rag. I just would polish the car with the, you know. I'm
wash rag sounds nasty.
I'm going to put that on my face now?
Yeah. What else, Bob?
Use box fans. Box fans facing out of the windows of rooms you're spending time in to blow out hot air and replace it with cold air inside. What?
Yeah, so you blow it out.
Okay. If the weather in your area tends to fall between 50 and 70 degrees...
Well, then you're lucky.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yeah, last night was like 73 for the low.
You know, I mean, if it got down into the low 60s at night, that's great sleeping weather as far as I'm concerned.
Well, here, Bob, but going back here, say also if you want a cool blast, use peppermint soap. The menthol and peppermint oil activates brain receptors that convey whether something you're eating or feeling is cold. Do you ever use peppermint soap?
No.
I wouldn't use it all over.
I got so many scents.
Really?
Of soaps. Oh, my God.
Homemade?
And peppermint. I've got peppermint essential oil that I'll sprinkle some drops on the floor of the shower stall.
So it's slippery?
So it's slippery, so I slip and break my neck, and I got nothing to worry about. But no, and then with the water, isn't that the aroma of the peppermint fills the...
so it's like a sauna with
like a sauna with the peppermint. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it's working or what. But
Oh, wow. You did smell peppermint-y.
I did?
Yeah, when you walked in. I smelled peppermint. Or is it spearmint? Or is it wintergreen?
No,
No? Maybe it's your deodorant.
No,
Use deodorant, Bob?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, Bob, close your blinds or your curtains, especially if you're naked. But windows that face the sun direction in the morning through afternoon, you close those blinds. Keep the sun from directly coming in the house and heating the inside.
Yeah, and we got some windows on the west side of the house that are just roasting this room.
But do you close the shades or?
We've got shades set up.
Okay.
We took the blinds off because we have an elderly parent living with us, and we know he would screw up the blinds, and we can't afford to replace them.
Or he'd be doing Morse code, singing to the neighbors.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how they open and close. He can't see, smell, taste.
But he's doing okay?
But he knows what he's doing.
That's good.
So,
But close your blinds, your curtains, especially at night if you're going to walk around scantily clad. If you're not, give me the address and I'll stop by.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with sleeping naked. You should have... I don't know how to say it.
Well, I can't, Bob. I need
You gotta
support.
let the body
Air out.
You know, it's like hanging socks on the clothesline. You know, you want to.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know, so
Okay. Sleep in breathable linens. Yeah, I hate that when you go to bed and you hear the bed sheet going.
Yeah, actually, it's a creep that just got into your house.
Yeah, but cotton, Bob, is one of the most breathable materials, so cotton sheets or blankets could help keep you cool through the night.
I don't sleep with any sheets on.
Really?
I just lay down.
Like this is like some lump?
Yeah, sometimes I'll lay on the floor. I don't recognize it's a bed. So wherever I drop at night, that's where I usually sleep for a few hours.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Bob, you could also sleep in the basement.
Oh, that only when I'm naughty.
Yeah. Bob, go to the basement.
Sleep in the basement tonight.
Yeah. All of a sudden you hear. But that makes sense, Bob, because the basements are usually cooler. Is your basement cool?
It is.
So you can sleep in the basement tonight.
You know?
Here's one for you, Bob. What's the next thing to do?
Don't refrigerate or freeze blankets or clothing. Who the hell does that?
Yeah, could you imagine? I'm going to put the blanket in the fridge.
Yeah. I'm looking for some steaks to cook, and I'm pulling a blanket out of the freezer.
Did you get shot in the head?
What the hell is this?
Yeah. Common
on.
advice for staying cool without air conditioning is refrigerating or freezing wet socks, blankets, or clothing, then wringing them out for sleep. Could you imagine wetting a blanket and put it in the freezer, take it out and lay with it? And as it starts to melt, you probably go to the bathroom on yourself.
It sticks to your skin.
Yeah.
But that don't work.
Okay, duh. Don't refrigerate or freeze blankets, is what they're telling us.
What the hell? Who in what country does that?
Yeah, if you got a fridge, just open the fridge.
Jeez.
What else, Bob?
Close the doors of unused rooms. Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Install energy-efficient light bulbs. Now that, I'm not sure about, because now they're saying LED emits some kind of brain wave that affects your neurotransmitters or something. I don't know. It's like, we live in fear.
Of everything.
That's one consistent thing I see in all the stuff I read. Somebody's trying to scare you to take action.
And it's working, Bob.
And it's like either they want you to believe in more government, less government,
no
we're
government,
being invaded, aliens, the food's bad, the food is good. So I just think we're all part of marketing puppets being manipulated to do transactions. The more I look at articles and stuff, it's like, okay, I'm starting to see a pattern with all the stuff out there.
I agree.
A lot of it, I think, is all marketing. They want you to watch their television station.
Buy their products.
They got the dirt on somebody. It's like, oh, God, give me a break.
Well, Bob, 2 more tips how to stay cool without air conditioning from Kristen Rogers. 1, cook in the morning with a slow cooker or cook outside. Now,
slow cooker. Yeah, Charlie down the street. He cooks forever.
I cook good. And lastly, enjoy frozen treats, Bob. Ice pop or ice cream to cool down may help for a moment, but don't go overboard in the sugar because you know why? Your pancreas will explode.
Oh.
That makes sense. Sugar could run your metabolism up and could start feeling internally hot.
Metabolism?
Metabolism.
Okay.
So the cool treat might be good, but the extra sugar may not be. So you have a cool treat, like an ice cube, stuck in an ice cube.
All right, there you go. So I hope everybody enjoys their visit to Chicago.
Yes, and survives their visit to Chicago.
That's right. So we'll be right back.
Sounds
here.
like a plan, Bob.
This is Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider.
What are we on, WRLR still?
I don't know. Let's find out. This is official now. Here we go.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
Families affected by disasters urgently need support. Help the American Red Cross provide meals and shelter to those affected by disasters, big and small. Donate to Red Cross Disaster Relief. Go to redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Hi, I'm Frank Tarzeski, inviting you to listen to Music Matters every Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 on your FM dial. I play polkas, I play country, I play crazy songs, I play requests and jazz. That's Music Matters 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3.
What's it like to walk in the shoes of a Navy SEAL, a beekeeper, a rabbi, a dentist, a ghost hunter, or a professional clown? Join me, Jim Wunderlich, on Word of Mouth, Thursday mornings from 11 a.m. to noon, and hear their stories. Captivating guests from a wide range of professions sharing a behind-the-curtain view of their jobs. Jobs such as an interrogator from Guantanamo, a private chef, a film director, a doctor, an orchestra conductor, a college basketball coach.
Where's a good place to find sports? Right here on WRLR 98.3 FM with the Sports Corner every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 o'clock. We'll cover everything: baseball, basketball, hockey, football, even some high school sports. And we'll throw in some college football, basketball, too. Listen to the Sports Corner every Saturday morning, 2 full hours, 8 to 10 o'clock, right here on WRLR 98.3 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Norm. And every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 5 Central, I'm coming right at you here on WRLR. Let's share some stories, get some information, have lots of fun, with plenty of music as we finish your business day in the office or take the drive home. Stream the net, 98.3 FM. Even use the TuneIn app. Join Norm, 3 to 5 Tuesdays, right here on WRLR.
You're looking for sports? Listen into the Sports Corner with the Sports Guys every Saturday morning. Don Johnson, Mike McCarthy, Rusty Silver. We've got the sports for you for 2 full hours. We'll cover everything: baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, you name it, we got it. Sports Corner every Saturday morning for 2 full hours right here on WRLR 98.3 FM.
Reality Radio with your host, David Rich. Tuesdays, 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. Central Time. Good times and good conversation from the people that know. You want good, credible insight into politics, police reform, the climate, third-party politics, diet, self-help, and much more? Tune in every Tuesday to WRLR 98.3 FM, the voice of Lake County. Till then, keep it real.
Hi, this is Ronald Curtis Grace, host of Ear Candy Emporium on WRLR 98.3 FM. Join us every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll play some great music, have a laugh or two, and get the weekend started on the right note. That's Ear Candy Emporium, the home of sweet musical treats, every Friday afternoon from 4 to 6 on WRLR 98.3 FM and online at WRLR.FM.
Travel is one of life's great rewards, and there's always something new to see and experience when you travel the world like I do. Hi, I'm Rick Steves. Join me as we get better acquainted with the world each week on Travel with Rick Steves. Together, we'll explore fascinating sights, discover amazing food, and make new friends from near and far. Your radio is the only passport you'll need. Join us for Travel with Rick Steves.
Sunday afternoons at 4 and Thursdays at 3 on WRLR.
Reality's Rhythms, the music the world moves to. Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time on 98.3 FM WRLR, the voice of Lake County. With your host, David Rich. Tune in.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
All right, we're back. Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider on WRLR 98.3 FM, coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station on the Info Explorer radio show every Tuesday from 7 to 9. And, Bob, this is at least our 11th year together on the radio. Can you believe that?
Oh, my God.
I
can't believe it.
Yeah, most of your friends have died after 11 years.
That's right, yeah. Either they're in jail or...
Yeah, or they've been exiled.
Rehab or
something. Or they're blind. And
something happened.
Walking in the woods. Well, anyway, Bob, the next article is Why Swearing is a Sign of Intelligence. It helps manage pain and more. Sandy Lamati, again, CNN.com. Polite society, Bob, considers swearing to be a vulgar sign of low intelligence and education. But the perception, it turns out, is, well, full of baloney. In fact, swearing may be a sign of verbal superiority. Yeah. Advantages of swearing are many, says Timothy J., a professor emeritus of psychology at the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. There's a business card. He has studied swearing for 40 years. Now, can you imagine, Bob, being a professor and they've paid you to study swearing?
Yes,
I mean, it's kind of
$100,000 a year. I'm going to study swearing.
Yeah, there's a degree, right?
Oh, my God. Talk about a freeloader.
And there's only...
Sorry, guys, but you know...
And, Bob, there's maybe 8 swear words, right?
There's 8 words to study for 40 years.
Wow.
You know, come on.
Talk about being in a box.
And we wonder why college is so damn expensive.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this kind of information? You know, come on.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys, but you know.
Yeah. Well, God bless Timothy J.
You know what? For finding a real niche and making a career out of it for 40 years, he's got my vote. You know, this guy knows what he's doing,
yeah.
You know?
So, Bob, cursing may be a sign of intelligence. Well-educated people with plenty of words at their disposal, a 2015 study found, were better at coming up with curse words than those that were less verbally fluent.
I agree.
Participants were asked to list as many words as start with an F, an A, or an S in a minute. Another minute was devoted to coming up with curse words that start with those letters. Okay.
The study found those who came up with the most F, A, and S words also produced the most swear words. That's a sign of intelligence, okay.
Sure.
To the degree that language is correlated with intelligence, said Jay, who authored the study. People that are good at language are good at generating a swearing vocabulary. Swearing can also be associated with social intelligence. Having the strategies to know where and when it's appropriate to swear, that's important.
Yeah, all the time.
And when it's not, I mean, like you're talking to the queen over in a bar and you're not going to start swearing at her, you know.
No, but it's almost appropriate anytime, Bobby. At the grocery store and you can't weigh an onion and get the... that's happened to me where I couldn't get at Target. I couldn't weigh an onion and get the price. I was hot. Driving, Bobby, say any particular words when you're driving?
All of them.
Yeah. And you didn't have
and
to...
descriptive, too. I go into role play scenes.
Ooh, yes.
Now, I just don't swear, but I put them in one of my nightmare dreams, and I'm either pulling them apart on a rack or chopping them, drawing and quartering them and chopping them up, or sending them on a spaceship into the sun. You know, I mean,
very cool.
I'm very creative when I drive.
Well, Bob, swearing can also be a sign of honesty. Science has found a positive link between profanity and honesty. Well, yeah, if you're going to swear, it's not like you're trying to hold back, right?
Yeah. People who cursed lied less on a... Wait a minute. People who cursed lied less on an interpersonal level and had higher levels of integrity overall. A series of 3 studies published in 2017.
Yeah, but they said like 7 people.
Yeah, people who cursed lied less on an interpersonal level. All right, so people who swear are more honest.
Right, because you're open. You're going to swear, which means you're not going to hold back, right?
Well, I've told a few people what I thought.
Yeah. Bob, profanity also improves pain tolerance. You want to push through that workout, go ahead and drop an F-bomb. People on bikes who swore while pedaling against resistance had more power and strength than people that use neutral words.
Well, there's something you don't see on all these exercise programs. They talk about how many weights to lift, how fast, how many sets. Nobody talks about swearing during the lifting. I wonder. You'll probably see something like that on YouTube soon enough.
But here's an example, Bob. People who cursed, spouting obscenities doesn't just help your endurance. If you pinch your finger in the car door, you may feel less pain if you say a bad word versus like shoot. Try it. We'll walk out to your car and we'll slam it.
People on bikes who swore while pedaling against resistance have more power and strength than people who use neutral words. What the hell's a neutral word? You either for something or against it.
Well, neutral, like you're going, I'm tired. This is hard.
The headline message is that swearing helps you cope with pain. Huh.
Oh, next time I'm in pain, I'll remember that.
Stephen said it works like this. Cussing produces a stress hormone.
Okay.
Or a response that initiates the body's ancient defensive reflex.
So our caveman ancestors used to swear?
I guess they used to swear. So that's a flush of adrenaline increases heart rate and breathing, prepping muscles for a fight or flight. Well, hell.
I just wouldn't do this at work, Bob. Sorry, I'm a little stressed. I wanted to get some of the stress out. I feel better. I'm in pain.
Wow.
Cussing, Bob, is also a sign of creativity. Swearing appears to be centered in the right side of the brain, the part where most people call the creative brain. You want to protect.
And I tell you what, I'm very creative swearing. I've come up in the last year,
really,
with some very creative swearing at a couple of people.
You think you should take a class, maybe?
I think I should be teaching it.
Yeah.
My wife can tell you how I went off on a few people.
So here, Bob, we know patients who have strokes on the right side, they tend to become less emotional, less able to understand and tell jokes. So a comedian that has a stroke on the right side is pretty much done.
Wow.
They tend to stop swearing, even if they swore quite a lot before. Wow.
That is really something.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What else, Bob? Why swearing is a sign of intelligence, and it might also help manage pain and more. What else?
Let's see here. Throwing expletives instead of punches. That's expletives, right? Not excrements?
No, yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting. So, yeah, a cat or a dog will scratch you, bite you when they're... Wait, a dog or cat will scratch you, bite you when they're scared or angry, but swearing allows us to express our emotions symbolically without doing it tooth and nail. So, in other words, you don't have to bite or bark. You just swear and you feel better.
Wow.
And lastly, Bob, it's a universal language. What makes the use of naughty words so powerful? The power of the taboo, of course. Reality is universally recognized. Just about every language in the world contains curse words.
Well, I believe that.
Yeah, here's one, Bob. Chimpanzees in the wild tend to use their excrement as a social signal, one that's designed to keep people away.
Huh.
Hand-raised chimps who are potty trained learn sign language for poo so they can tell their handlers when they need to go use the toilet.
Until they get to about 90, 95 years old, then they poo anywhere because they got somebody around that's going to clean it up.
Yeah, they raise their hand and just go.
They don't care.
So as soon as these chimps learned the poo sign, they began using it like we do the SH blank T sign. So these chimpanzees would actually...
I'll tell you what, I thought my father-in-law turned into a chimpanzee with some of the mess he's left around.
Yeah, but I guess the point is, watch those chimps because they get a little smart and they start to turn on you.
So yeah.
Well, that was interesting. So swearing is a sign of intelligence. So I feel better.
All right.
Now.
Well, I feel like
I feel better.
I do.
Yeah. Anyway, what?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
All right, moving right along here.
Bob Slipke and Ted Schneider on WRLR 98.3 FM, coming to you live from the Round Lake Beach Metro Station every Tuesday from 7 to 9. Bob, what's on tap at 8:30 tonight for the music portion?
I'm not sure. I got a lot to cover, so if I've got time.
What? The best part of the show you're going to negate?
Yeah, but
the award-winning part of the show.
I got some stuff I got to go over with it.
Oh, okay. Well, because I just thought, as if you don't know that, folks, we do have a award-winning part of the show. I'm gone, Bob shuts up, and we play music, and people love it. It's like we get the most comments for it, and they actually asked for doing more of that last half hour, but of course we're not. But thanks anyway. So about 15. Now, Bob, do you have any squirrels in your Yeah, no throwing excrement. Excrement. That sounds funny. Did you have you seen any excrement laying around? No. 15 tips, Bob, on how to get rid of squirrels fast and humanely. So you don't shoot them.
That's no fun.
I know. This is worldbirds.org. Now, why worldbirds.org is telling you about squirrels. But Garth C. Clifford, not the big red dog.
They're looking for more funding.
Yeah, they might be cute, okay? But when they're nibbling on things and tearing up walls and getting in your roof.
They're rabid, too, aren't they?
No. The rabbits are rabid. Squirrels aren't rabid, are they? Could you have a rabid squirrel?
A rabid squirrel.
I know there's brown squirrels and black squirrels.
You know what? You got to be careful with any animal. So just, really.
So, Bob, number one tips to get rid of squirrels is what?
Install a motion-activated sprinkler. Wow. Squirrels are naturally jumpy creatures. They're small and only have their teeth and jaws to fight off danger. When they're faced with something scary, they will much rather run away than stay and fight. So they're scared of taking a bath. All right.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. Yeah. A motion-activated sprinkler. Also, people walking by your house, right? Vagrants, loose dogs. Number two, Bob, you can use a squirrel-proof bird feeder.
Well, this is a big lie. There is no such thing as a squirrel-proof bird feeder.
Well, according to this, Bob, bird feeders are squirrel magnets.
That's right.
There's new squirrel-proof bird feeders at home improvement sections, but there are a lot of do-it-yourself ways to protect your existing bird feeders. You can suspend it on a wire instead of sticking it in the ground. Make sure that it hangs at least 5 feet from the ground to prevent them from jumping.
No, it doesn't work. I've tried that.
Yeah, but you know what? Use wire that's electrified.
Yeah. So then we'll talk about how to cook squirrel meat.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't reach it through the wire by threading a plastic bottle on either end. Now, seen it.
But how can they
sit and watch? These squirrels climb on anything. They're like Spider-Man on steroids.
They're almost like Mission Impossible. They come down, they hang there, and
squirrels are very flexible. They
adaptable.
They can do everything.
So what else can you do, Bob?
Plant flowers squirrels hate. So let's see here. You might think squirrels love all things green. After all, their diet consists of berries, seeds, and they make their homes in tree trunks. But there are actually such things as squirrel-deterrent plants. To squirrel-proof gardens, plant flowers that are either brightly colored or emit a strong smell. Plants squirrels hate include fritillaries.
Oh, those are good. I had one.
Fritillaries. I had that at a restaurant the other day.
At Tacos del Norte.
Yeah, with the green sauce.
Yeah.
Geraniums.
Okay.
Hyacinth. Galanthus.
That's a gallon of something.
Yeah. Lily of the Valley. Mint. Mint. Plant mint. And daffodils. Daffodils are dangerous because they contain licorine. Licorine.
I think it's like licorice.
Yeah. And calcium oxalate crystals that are toxic when ingested.
Can't you make meth with calcium oxalate crystals?
I don't know. Alliums include onion, garlic, leeks, scallions, the taste of smell which repels squirrels. So garlic.
Oh, vampires and
squirrels.
squirrels.
And onions.
So, Bob, you can also use mulch. If you have a problem with squirrels, mulch is a material that's placed above the soil to maintain moisture. Like, we don't know what mulch is. Duh. I would still spray the mulch.
The 30% vinegar does a great job of killing weeds like you can't believe. But just wear a mask and stay upwind of it because this stuff is strong.
So put that on the mulch, you're saying?
Yeah, put that on the mulch or on weeds, and you won't believe in a day how it kills stuff. I mean, it's just...
All right. What else, Bob, to keep squirrels away?
Test an ultrasound squirrel deterrent. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
The mad scientist. Coming from Area 51, aliens showed some scientists how to scare squirrels.
Is that like an underground nuclear test?
Yeah.
You bury the thing and...
they put a nuclear bomb under the desert, and they had a couple of squirrels on top of it. with some seeds and
it killed the squirrels.
The squirrels are gone.
They're dead.
And half of Nevada, but they don't have a squirrel problem now.
Yeah. And it's radioactive for the next 6,000 years.
So squirrels can hear sounds over a frequency range that is more than twice as wide as ours.
Wow.
The sonic squirrel repellent device is popular because it's adjustable. Goose it up to 20. It only goes to 10, but goose it up to 20. Watch those squirrels.
Meanwhile,
pop.
But that you got people with hearing aids.
Old Charlie in the house next door, his hearing aids exploded.
Blew his eardrums.
Yeah, they thought it was a gunshot wound.
It looked like a self-inflicted hearing aid suicide, but it was actually the squirrel deterrent ultrasound that you shoved in your backyard.
You can choose from 5 frequency settings depending on the animal you want to get rid of.
A deer comes by. Honey, we got venison on the siding.
5 settings. Kill, super kill, kill and maim.
Yeah, one is like stun.
Stun.
Like a stun gun.
Surprise.
Yeah,
stun.
Yeah.
Kill. Kill with pain. Kill with lots of pain.
Kill and take limbs off.
Fry. Kill and fry.
Yeah. Remove food sources, Bob. If you want to stop squirrels from coming to your property, remove the food.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
no
really
food.
Something.
Yeah, get rid of the burgers you have out there and your cookies.
What? They look for food.
Yeah, stop leaving a bag of Oreos out every night, you dummy. What else, Bob? You want to get rid of squirrels?
Entry options to the house. Oh, great. Now we got to start climbing in windows because the squirrels are going through the front door. I don't think
so. No, but take the ladders away. They can keep up the ladders. They go on the roof, right?
Wow.
Yeah, so take the ladders away, take chairs away. Also, Bob, use a decoy squirrel feeder. So what you do is you put something toxic in there, right?
Oh, that's cruel. At least give them a warning.
No, okay, so you put a sign. Eat this.
Yeah, don't eat this.
Yeah.
This like a warning sign. Do that circle with the X going
right.
and put seed in there instead of a gun.
Right.
And put that like by the food that's piled up on the ground there.
Right.
And it's not your fault that they
exactly.
You
So
tried to warn them.
Right. But the only way a decoy squirrel feeder is going to be effective is you first eliminate feeding opportunities in your home. So the decoy squirrel feeder should have the most squirrel enticing buffet of food ever. Fill it with everything they like to eat to make sure there's enough for everyone. Well, sure. Now you're going to feed them?
Yeah. Well, there you go. You can turn them into diabetics. Overfeed the squirrels, let them die from obesity.
Yeah. They come back. You know what you do? You put like crack in there or something. And now they become crack addicts. Can you imagine a crack addict squirrel? Laying there scratching his belly.
Can you imagine a 100-pound squirrel coming to your back door looking for more seed?
Hey, I want some smokes, too.
Yeah, they used to have a cute little sound. Now they're,
hey. Yeah, and what you do, Bob, maybe put some edibles in there.
You like other squirrels.
Yeah, squirrel edibles. So then they get kind of quiet, and they slow down, and that way you can kill them quicker. Number 9, Bob, what else can you scare a squirrel with?
Mouse traps are one of the more violent pest controls. But when used correctly, how the hell do you use it correctly? To snap their neck efficiently. You can when a mouse trap snaps, it's a loud crack of sound that immediately scares the animals away. Well, hell, I didn't know that.
So wait a second, but what if they don't go by it and just sits there unsnapped? You got to throw stuff?
All right, so you sit there and you snap the mouse trap and see if it scares the squirrels away. I'm going to try that.
I would just set these mouse traps all over, Bob, and then have a game where you throw a ball or throw a rock and it hits the thing, goes.
Yeah. Animal welfare laws and basic humanity dictate that these products should not be used in a traditional way for squirrels.
Oh, so, in other words, you don't put a peanut on it and have them come by and grab it.
No. What you do is you grind the peanut down and create a vaccine.
Yeah.
And shove the vaccine into the squirrels. Let them kill themselves. Make them think that they absolutely need it. So they can't go back to work unless they get vaccinated.
It's like a peanut allergy. What if squirrels had peanut allergies, Bob? Then what? Yeah. So you put a sign up and tell people there's this like a virus. And
a virus specific to squirrels. And like a little newspaper laying around where
they
can read it. You know?
Yeah. Or maybe like you show fake news on your TV. And then we go by the big window, you leave the curtains open and the blinds.
See a squirrel in a gurney at a hospital on ventilator.
Yeah.
So don't kill the squirrels outright. Let it do it themselves.
Right, yeah. What else, Bob?
Try natural squirrel repellents. That'd be like my father-in-law. Just throw him out there.
Well, Bob, anything that tastes and smells spicy or minty will make squirrels run away.
Wow.
Mix a bottle of Tabasco into a gallon of water. It's cheap and easy. So wait. Mix a bottle of Tabasco in a gallon of water. Then what do? Spray it? Splash it around?
I'd spray it.
Well, he says also to use squirrel repellent for the garden. Add a couple of drops of dishwashing liquid to help make it stay on the surface of leaves longer. So you must have to spray everything with Tabasco and water with some soap?
That's what it sounds like. So
that's kind of crazy.
A scared squirrel is a squirrel that is as good as gone. Once these animals learn to associate your home with danger, you can be sure they'll steer clear of your home. And what better way to scare these critters off than squirrel predators?
Ooh, squirrel predators. Like, what's a predator for a squirrel, Bob?
I would say a hawk.
I would say like a cougar. Wow!
If you don't have a cat or a dog, there are ways to fool these animals into thinking that predators or squirrels live in your home.
You put a sign up.
Yeah, beware of
squirrels aren't welcome.
No squirrels.
I voted Republican.
You could have a squirrel on a Target thing.
No, what you do, Bob, is this. You hang a squirrel, right? You kill a squirrel and you hang it. Like they do in, certain parts of...
You know what? You could get some dog toy that looks like a squirrel, hang it in a tree where you see the squirrels and let them figure it out.
No, Bob, you need to kill a squirrel first. And use it as an example. I guarantee you hang a squirrel that's dead in the backyard where everybody can see it, and then someone's going to call the cops.
Yeah, that's true. Sir.
No, but think about it. It's a deterrent, Bob. A dead squirrel, they're going to say, whoa, what happened here? Did Charlie hang himself? They might know the guy. Maybe he was depressed. So you find a squirrel that's not depressed, Bob, because if he is depressed, they'll think they killed himself.
Now, here's one. I didn't know this. That squirrels like to stay hydrated, so they gravitate towards places that have standing water they can sip from. Well, I didn't know that.
Would you drink the water in something in your backyard? What the hell?
If that don't kill the damn things, I mean...
clean out your attic, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one. But
okay, then don't worry about it. But the real danger lies in the tendency to chew on wires or wire chewers.
Crawl spaces and basements.
Yeah. But if you clean out I guess if you clean out the attic, you can see them quicker, right? There's no place to hide.
Here's another one, too. The live squirrel traps, they look like big boxes.
Yeah.
That's a humane way to do it. And then once you trap them, take them somewhere far away from your house.
Like throw them in the lake?
And throw them in the lake. Yeah, watch them die slowly. So, then hang them in the yard. There you go. And then you go off to jail.
So, Bobby, here's what you do. The live trap is humane.
Sure it is.
So you put a rope on them when you catch them. You throw it in the lake.
Yeah.
They drown.
Yeah.
You pull the thing back like you're catching a lobster.
There you go. Nobody's going to
Then you hang it in the backyard as a sign to everybody else, squirrels aren't welcome. Right? Or maybe put a little sign on his neck, squirrels not welcome.
Here's another one. Install a fence. Electric fence.
Yeah, one with like Claymore mines.
And razor wire.
Yeah.
So nobody gets in the
A moat where your dogs...
A moat.
And your dog swims back and forth quietly.
A moat.
Waiting.
Anyways. Well, I'll tell you what. That was damn interesting. I'm going to learn a lot more about squirrels. I'm going to try that mousetrap thing.
Yeah. Well, Bob, you know what? Since we're almost out of time, we can next week we'll do 10 smart ways to cheat on a test. How's that? I mean,
everybody should know that.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, a lot of kids are going to take summer school, and no one wants to study in summer school. So, folks, stay tuned next week. We'll talk about 10 smart ways to cheat on a test and 9 creative and inventive ways for students. Yeah, I would have thought it innovative, but it's inventive. I would say it's 9 creative and innovative.
Well,
and it comes from a website called justdomyhomework.com.
Wow.
But anyway, Bob, so nothing yet for the 8:30 to 9 slot or what?
I might have something here. I'm not sure. You're going to have to just stick around and see the surprise.
Do you think you can talk for an hour without me?
I don't know.
Well, I bet you can.
I don't know.
Well, we should try to take a break. I'll catch you next week. How's that sound, Bob?
All right, very good.
Stay warm, stay cool. I love that publicity shot on Facebook today with the back of your head. Nobody's going to complain you looked ugly.
Yeah, right. And if somebody's going to say it was the best shot of me ever.
Hey, look, you look great. Yeah. Bob, we'll catch you next week.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
Families affected by disasters urgently need support. Help the American Red Cross provide meals and shelter to those affected by disasters, big and small. Donate to Red Cross Disaster Relief. Go to redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Hi, I'm Frank Tarzeski, inviting you to listen to Music Matters every Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3 on your FM dial. I play polkas, I play country, I play crazy songs, I play requests and jazz. That's Music Matters 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WRLR 98.3.
What's it like to walk in the shoes of a Navy SEAL, a beekeeper, a rabbi, a dentist, a ghost hunter, or a professional clown? Join me, Jim Wunderlich, on Word of Mouth, Thursday mornings from 11 a.m. to noon, and hear their stories. Captivating guests from a wide range of professions sharing a behind-the-curtain view of their jobs. Jobs such as an interrogator from Guantanamo, a private chef, a film director, a doctor, an orchestra conductor, a college basketball coach.
Where's a good place to find sports? Right here on WRLR 98.3 FM with the Sports Corner every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 o'clock. We'll cover everything: baseball, basketball, hockey, football, even some high school sports. And we'll throw in some college football, basketball, too. Listen to the Sports Corner every Saturday morning, 2 full hours, 8 to 10 o'clock, right here on WRLR 98.3 FM.
Hey everyone, it's Norm. And every Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 5 Central, I'm coming right at you here on WRLR. Let's share some stories, get some information, have lots of fun, with plenty of music as we finish your business day in the office or take the drive home. Stream the net, 98.3 FM. Even use the TuneIn app. Join Norm, 3 to 5 Tuesdays, right here on WRLR.
You're looking for sports? Listen into the Sports Corner with the Sports Guys every Saturday morning. Don Johnson, Mike McCarthy, Rusty Silver. We've got the sports for you for 2 full hours. We'll cover everything: baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, you name it, we got it. Sports Corner every Saturday morning for 2 full hours right here on WRLR 98.3 FM.